Hey, good afternoon, Bob Trade Genius. Hey, 9th of September already. Hey, some really interesting things are happening in the market today. So, a rotation is starting, and people were noticing that we're going out of momentum into value, but I didn't trade that. But what I traded was momentum going into energy, and we just had a tremendous day. First of all, here's the Nasdaq. And so start looking for this to get some weakness here. And then here's the Russell. And I'm using using its proxy here, the small cap 2000. So I would think we may get a blow up here in US 2000. A lot of energy names in here too. And so today it was just really interesting day for us. So we started off with last week. We noticed that there was a bid starting in the natural gas names, and I talked about that over the weekend. And when natural gas broke out and then just kept going, I said, "Uh-oh, UNG is going to take a push here." I said maybe another 50 cents higher, and I think it went up another buck. But it blew up all our trades that we were in. I mean, to the good. So we got in at CHK at 158 on just on end of last week, and we closed to hit our target at 190 today. So 20 and a quarter percent. Some of us went with options 80% gain in 2 days, and but that wasn't it. Though we also I had a buy signal hit my filter here on um, on Diamond Offshore, and so I took a shot at it here at 749. It dipped a little bit after the buy signal hit, and then it just shot up to 770. And I also took a few other energy name trades too, and it's just really interesting. There's a lot of them. It was starting to get to a point where it's too many even to call out, and so I flipped my main screen over to look at all the energy names, and then also this is my money flow. I like to see when things are bottoming like this to to look at crossovers when a sector is moving, and these are the two that popped up, and I took this one. This one's here is probably gonna be okay too, scraping at the bottom of his channel. So just keep an eye on Gulf Island Fabrication too. Just wasn't quite ready for it yet. It keeps being held down by the moving average, but I think this thing pops over and holds over. I'm going to take a run at this one too, and so a nice 3% gain on that. That's just in 3 hours, and so pretty excited about that. And then I went ahead and I jumped in on. We got back into mag today. Okay, broke down through three standard deviations. It ripped right down through an area where I thought I was going to make the buy, and then it ripped down through the next channel here. I went ahead and bought it. If it breaks this candle here, I'm going to jump back out again. I'm not quite sure what's going on yet with the metals and miners. I think people are probably getting a little scared at the dollar, maybe a little deflation, but energy names shouldn't be flying high in that regard. So I just think it's scare the children time before the Fed meeting. So just keep an eye on it. We bought OBE at 102 here. I'm looking for it to break. I'm looking for another one of these spike moves. So my target's 125, and if it dilly dallies around, I'm just gonna jump out of it. And then I also jumped into KOS. Pretty much is where I bought it. If my signal hit on this wick, it came back down, but it closed right where I bought it. So I'm looking for KOS here to pop up, and my target on this is 710. So those are trades we jumped in on today, and one last one we jumped in on. We got back into PLG. Okay, so it hit down here, closed above the midpoint. As it was coming back up again, I went ahead and got in at 156. This is a great stock to trade, and especially if you have small accounts, you want to swing trade it. You can build this thing up over time. It's just a really nice stock. It's been trading in just this massive range. forever, and just trade the range. But when this thing breaks out, it keeps getting contained right here in this $2 area. But you know, I'm waiting for that range to break and get this thing up to $6, and I'm looking forward to be in it when it does. And so, okay, what about tomorrow? We'll have to see. I'm also have UNG puts, and they were flat today because I have a spread on them, and not UNG, I'm sorry, VXX, and I just kept it. There was no fear yet in this market, so it looks like just total rotation. And although there's some credit stuff that's starting to get a little hinky, Ford debt got downgraded, ECB's a mess, so at any point, I think that we can get a rug pull here. I still think they're going to wait for the Fed and rug pull after the Fed. But what's the way they can screw the most people? Pull the rug before the Fed and ignore the Fed. So I'm just being very careful right now. I have IWM puts I've had for quite some time. Not sure if they're going to get blown up now because of the rotation in the small caps today. And then I still have financial puts, but everything else I'm really long. And then I'm just gonna just keep an eye on it, whether I'll close them and roll them. Very small amounts of money. This is really their play for if the Fed disappoints. So that's where we are. But things are going great for us. Just a fantastic week last week, fantastic week again already this week, and just making people money. You can join us if you want, tradelikeagenius.com. I'm starting to teach people in the room now how to trade options with some of these trades so that you can put less capital at risk, and also you can leverage your returns. And I'll be happy to get in the chat room, happy to help you learn how to do that. And we don't really care what the market does. There's going to be a bull market in something, and we'll trade it. You guys have a great day. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.